Okay, this is a quick tutorial on how to use WeVideo. So the first thing you need to do is, of course, go to WeVideo. So I'm going to go to WeVideo now. And you're going to set up an account here. However, there's one thing I want you to do before you do this, and that is I want you to go to download some media that we're going to use for this project. So here's where you download that media. We're going to go to bit.ly/, and it is media to share. And this is just a folder I created for you to download some media that we can use for this project or for this practice project. And so what I want you to do is click this button right here where it says add to drive. So I'm going to click that button, add to drive. And that's been added, or that's adding to my drive, or that's been added to my drive now, so that's good. And we'll go look at that later. But know that you've got these images in this video there now you can use with your WeVideo video editor. So now I'm going to go to this button here. I'm going to click back on my WeVideo tab here and go to sign up. And we're signing up for, right now we're signing up for an education account. And you're signing up as a student. And let's see, it says some stuff here. This personal plan is, okay, let's go back and let's sign up with the personal account. And let's click get started. So we're back into the personal. We're going to log in with Google. I'm going to click allow here, and this is going to open up WeVideo. And it's going to give me some tutorial information right here. There's lots of good tutorials within WeVideo. I'm going to skip these for right now, and I'm just going to show you what it looks like. It says you do not have any video edits yet. Create a video. So let's do that. Let's just jump straight into that. Notice you've got 2 gigabytes in 5 minutes here, so I'm going to create a video. And WeVideo is loading. And it's saying, what is the reason? I'm going to say K-12, how much experience do you have? And so after this, you're going to have a little bit. So I'm going to click a little bit. And I'm going to click start. Oh, I'm going to click I'm a student, right? Because you're a student. And I'm going to click start. And start editing. Notice there's more options for tutorials here, which is great. But right now, we're just going to start editing right away. And I'm just going to give you a preview of the WeVideo interface. This is the basic interface. There's something that's a little bit more established than that. It's a little bit better that we'll go over in a second. But for right now, I just want you to check this out. There's these 3 lines here which put you onto the menu. Notice there's this thing called timeline mode. The first thing I want to do is I want to put us there because there's just more stuff we can do. We're looking at the basic mode now. Notice before we do that though that there's these places where you can add a new video, you can open, and so on. We might cover these more in depth later, but let's go to timeline mode now. So now I'm in timeline mode. It looks a little bit more complicated, but really it's not much. I can just do a lot more things now within WeVideo. So we're going to leave it here. And then what I want to do right now to start us off is I want to upload some media. So I'm going to click upload media here. And where it says drag and drop files here, I can do that. Notice there's all these places I can bring in files from. Picasa, Flickr, OneDrive, Dropbox, Instagram, Facebook, and Google Drive. Remember that file that we saved earlier to begin this project, the process with? We're going to do that now. We're going to go to Google Drive and we're going to retrieve those files. So I'm going to click that. And look, it said pop-up blocked. If you get that, click on this and just say always allow pop-ups from WeVideo. Done. And let's try that again. There's that pop-up that we wanted. We're going to click allow. And notice I've got this folder in here called media to share. And this is where I want to get my media from. And I'm gonna retrieve some of these images here. So again, these are just samples images that I selected for you. For this particular project, I'm going to use this VW image. And notice it takes a little bit of time. It's queuing. I'm going to upload more files. It's going to take some time to do this. So you're going to have to be patient. And I'm going to go upload another one. Get some video. Now I got images last time. I'm going to get video. And the one I'm going to get is, since we've got the car, I'm going to focus on, I guess I'm going to make this about driving. So I'm going to grab that driving video where it says night driving. I'm going to click select, and it's going to queue that up for processing. And then we're going to need to wait for a little bit while it does this. Maybe I'll pause the video and we'll come back to it. So I'm going to pause this. Okay, we're back. Notice they uploaded. And that really didn't take very long. I only paused it for a couple seconds. And now we're back into editing the video. And we're ready to edit video. So the first thing I want to do, though, whenever I start a video, typically I want to have an opening slide. And we're going to make a slide. Notice these buttons across the top. I have this media button. I've got this graphics button. I've got a music button. I've got this transitions button. And I've got this text button. Well, right now I'm going to click on a title. I want to have a title. This title is going to be about car. I've got some driving. It's going to be about driving. Again, I'm just making this up as I go along. It's a sample video. And so I'm going to click on that, and all I do is just drag that down. It's that easy. It really is that easy. And now I have this video loaded. If I press the playhead, there's what it looks like. And I want this to say, it's going to be I'm going to call it my new car. So I'm going to click on that editing button, and I'm going to type in the top left corner where it says title text. I'm going to write my new car. And I'm going to click done editing, and now it should say my new car. And so now I've got a title. Very good. All right. There's also these others that I could add as well if I wanted, but for right now I'm just going to go with this one, and it says my new car. So let's play that and see what that looks like. Here's our video so far. It says my new car, and that's it. Oh, title clip for another one. I don't know why that's there. Let's get rid of that. So somehow this other clip got added, and notice I'm going to click that. I'm just going to press delete, and so I'm back to just this original single clip, my opening clip. And I'm going to make my field here a little bit smaller. So I'm going to reduce this. And I'm not reducing the size, I'm just reducing what I see. I can see more stuff now. Notice this video ends at 5 seconds. Let's play that again. My new car. All right. All right, so now let's go into, and let's go back to our media, and let's start incorporating some of our media. So I have this picture that I'm just going to drag that down. There's my new car, right there. That's been added. And then right after I have this image, notice the image is also loading at 5 seconds. I can shorten or lengthen that if I want to. Let's shorten it down to 4. And then let's add the video of the driving. And so now I've got this video. And I could shorten that. I'm not going to be able to lengthen that. I could shorten it if I wanted, but I can't lengthen it. And so let's see what we've got so far. My new car, and all I did to start it was press the space key, and there's my new car, and then there's the video of me driving my new car. Okay, so far so good. Just a short little video again to get us used to editing with WeVideo. By the way, I'm going to want you to do all these steps. You don't have to use these images or this particular video. Now what I'm going to do is I think I need to add some video effect or some transitions to make it a little bit more polished, a little bit more professional. So I'm going to click on. I'm not going to use any graphics, but notice I've got all these graphics I can use. I will come back to add music, but I'm going to add a transition. And what a transition does, it kind of smooths the change between two different changes in my project. So I'm going to put a transition between this first title, what I'm skipping over here, and the car. And the one I'm going to use is I'm going to use the I'll use the cross dissolve. Watch what this looks like without it. So here I'm going to play it without it. Oops, that wasn't very smooth. Let's play that again. Let's take a look at what that looks like without it. Okay, it just kind of jumps to it. I want that to be a little bit smoother, so I'm going to use this cross dissolve transition, and I'm just going to add that in between. Oh, it didn't let me do it. Let's try that again. It's giving me an error message. Adjacent clips have text. So it's not going to let me do that. Interesting. So maybe you can't do that with this particular effect. However, I think if I change this title page, so let's go back here. I'm going to delete this title. I'm going to try a different title and see if that makes a difference. So I'm going to go over here to my text again, and instead of using theme, which I used last time, I'm going to use this one called text. I'm going to add this one there, and I'm going to edit this, and I'm going to write my new. So I'm just adding a different title page to see if this lets me do it. My new car. And you know what I'm going to do too is I'm going to change the font now, because this one's letting me, there's some interesting fonts here. That font looks interesting. My new car. And I can bump this down, maybe put it right in the middle. That looks more like what I want. Done editing. So I have a different transition now. Notice it's longer. I still only want it to be 5 seconds, so I'm going to shorten it down to 5. And now it's that 5 seconds in one frame. That's okay, that one frame. And I like that length a little bit better. So now what I'm going to do, let's see if we can add that transition. So I'm going to go back over here to the transition, and I'm going to do the cross dissolve. And it works this time. Okay, so let's see what it looks like. My new car. It's playing over there in the, oh, cool. There it is. All right, I got a little transition in there. Cool. There's other things in WeVideos I can add too, which are really neat. And so let's go look at those. These graphics. And actually, there's the one I'm looking for in particular. This is this overlay, and there's this explosion. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, maybe my new car is an old car and it's got some explosions going on. So I'm going to add that as an overlay. What's really cool about WeVideo is there's multiple layers. So I'm going to add this over the top of the first layer, and I'm going to shorten it. So I've got this layer over the top, and let's see what that looks like. I want that to explode around the text. So let's check that out. My new car. Oh, cool. That's what I wanted. And then we got that transition coming up. And then there's my car. Then there's the driving. All right. So you can see there's lots of things within WeVideo that are great for editing. And my battery's going out. So I'm going to have to wrap this up pretty quick. One thing I'm missing here is audio. Now I could record my voice if I wanted to. It's in here somewhere. I'm not exactly sure where it is, but we will find it. But for right now, let's see, maybe it's under media. Actually, for right now, I'm not going to mess with that, but there is music, and I'm going to add some music right now. I imagine some of you will want to record your voice, so we'll come back to that, okay? But for right now, let's just add some audio, because you probably will want to add some music. This is free music you can use for your project. I like this first one, action speed fast, that I can use because, you know, maybe my car's fast, or maybe that's going to fit within my project. So I'm going to double click on this folder here. Oh, I'll do car chase here. So I'll drag that down. So now I'm going to have some music, and that's adding. Notice it added all the way past the end. Now I don't want it to go all the way back. You know, like I don't need all this over here because I don't have any video over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shorten that, and I want to see, first of all, I want to get to a point where I can drag that clip and shorten it. So I'm going to do that. All I did over here was I'm just shortening and lengthening what I can see. So I'm going to expand that a little bit. Again, I don't want all that, so I'm going to shorten this. Audio clip, a little bit shorter. And let's see what we have now. I think our project is coming along. I think it's great. Okay, here we go. Cool. Okay, one more thing I want to do at the end is I want to make my last video fade out. And so I'm going to go to my transitions. And I want to do, I'm just going to do a fade out at the very end, crossfade at the very end, and that should make it fade out. And then I want my audio, I want to edit my audio, and I want to make, let's see, where's my audio? There's a way to edit the audio here. Show the levels. I want to make it fade out. And so, let's see if I can find that. I click here, this might be, I might not delete solo track, log track, hide levels. No, I want to show the level, but I want to, oh, there it is. If I click on it, now I can edit it. So I want to edit it, and I want it to fade out. Okay, so it's going to fade out. I don't want it to fade in, I want it to fade out. Done editing. You see like it automatically is faded out. I want to ramp it up a little bit here, and I want to put it up so it's about 100%. Oops. Okay, so here we go. So it's going to fade out at the end. Let's play it one more time. And there it is. Here it goes. We should get the fade out right here. Okay, there it is. Our project is done. So I'm going to save it. And I forgot to name it. So I'm going to click here to name it. This is going to be my new car. My new car. Okay. And then I've already saved it, but I'll save it again. Don't forget to save your work. And that is it. That's WeVideo. That's a quick WeVideo project. And I hope that helped you learn more about this product. There's obviously way more to learn about it. Thanks for watching.